Good morning, everyone. Welcome to our software training today. My name is Sei, and I'm located in Tokyo, Japan. So welcome everyone from Asia Pacific countries. So since we're going to use Zoom for today's training, so when you first enter this virtual meeting room, you as a participant will be automatically muted. So you don't have to worry about the sound or noise around you will now be heard. So you don't have to worry about that. Just lay back and looking at the PC screen, listen to what I want to share with you. But during the session, if you have a question, you can mouse over the Zoom menu bar, which is the lower part on your PC screen. You mouse over that, you will see an icon called Q&A. So you can simply just type, once you click that, you will see a window pops up and you can type your question or anything you want to share with me. So by the way, since it is a public webinar, so your name will not be seen by each other in this participant. So, but if you write me some questions through the Q&A, and then your name, when you sign in, your name will be showing to everyone. So just to give you a heads up for that. And also for mainly to monitor my training quality, this training is recorded. So I'd like to ask for your understanding. Okay, so enough introduction. Let's move in to sign in and to bliQ. So I trust probably most of you already have the login. So please use your email and password to sign in with me. So make sure we're looking at the same screen. Okay, once you log into the bliQ, the My bliQ is the landing page you will be seeing. So My bliQ, search, compare, those tabs on the top are actually the major function be summarized in those tabs within the bliQ. Today, we would like to mainly talk about this search and compare. So that will be, maybe I will come back to the My bliQ. So these three tabs are what we're going to cover today. Okay, let's move to the search. You click on that, you see the search. So you're looking at my screen right now, you see my previous searching history. It's auto-saved by the system. So that's what I did yesterday on the bliQ system. So when I log in today, it still remains as it is for me. So that's why before you do anything, any new search, so I would like to ask you to definitely use this X button here to clear everything. Okay, then the next thing you want to look at is a blue button on the left-hand side. You see it's showing office hardware right now, and that's my previous search. And today we're going to cover software. So you click on this triangle and you will see a menu pops up. So based on your contract, yours might be a little bit different than mine. Mine is showing everything. So, but since you enter with me for the software training, so I trust you probably have the software contract. So you should see the office hardware, software, and the Pro is for production hardware devices. And the white format is for white format hardware devices database. And all, you definitely will have that as an option. I never use it, to be honest, but all is something when you want to search, when you want to conduct a search that cross multiple categories. So for example, you're looking for a device that you don't know if that's an office device or a production device. And in that case, or not even, you don't know if that can be a solution name. So in that case, you can select all. So when you do a keyword search, and the system will not just search in one category, but all the category that you contract with us. Okay, so today we're going to focus on software. So please select the software with me. So once you click the software, again, before any new search, my old one's still there, you want to use this X to clarify everything. Well, maybe you should select the category first. Okay, so since it's software, so unlike hardware, there's a country, anything you want to specify. So software, you don't have the country filter. So filters are different than the hardware, so much less. And as you see here, it's pretty much by timeline, by the intro date. You have those most recent release of software being showing that for you. And we would like to do a quick search on the software. So for example, if you do the keyword search, you probably already know, you just need to type on that. For example, if we do a keyword search, if we're looking for a Rico Streamline and Next in version 3, you don't have to type everything. I just type the Streamline and it gives me a candidate list like this. You can just simply select. And for this, since we do the keyword search, and it gives you exactly just a one search like that, and gives the official name. And this clipboard is actually you can click on this, is a hyperlink to the test report. And this icon here means that it won a word before, and you mouse over, it tells you it won a 2018 Pico word. And you mouse over that, you click on that, it takes you to the press release. And version, intro date, and whenever it's a published date is when the vendor, once they release that, as long as they don't change the product name, it will remain as it is. But they might doing some like specific upgrade and some stuff. If they let us know, we'll do our update on our end. So that will be the published date, the latest, whatever we made changes. And the category is pretty much this Streamline and Next version 3, what kind of category it belongs to, be showing here, and it's still currently available to the market. And so those orange letters are all the hyperlinks to each test report or any other information related to this solution. So we click on this, the product name, and it gives you, it takes you to the brief page. So the brief page is information that we gathered from our desk research. So for example, it can be the vendor's website, or it can be the product brochure, anything like that. So we do our desk research and gather those information based on the business purpose and what the target market is, and also the key features and any additional comments. In this case, Streamline, since we having a relatively frequent information exchange with Rico, so probably in this case, additional comment is more like their product manager are providing lots of information to us, and we kind of summarize that into the additional comments. This is not always there. So this is a brief. And if you click on this, the gray area here, you can always see that as an index to all the various information about this solution that we're looking at right now. So you can feel free to click anywhere, or just guide you to the different source or different aspect of the information. So specification. Specification is obviously it's just this solution's specification. So this is pretty much come from the product manager that we work with. And we've given them a questionnaire for them to fill out. And usually they're kind enough to fill out that for us, and then we'll have the information for you. And if not, for some vendors, if they don't give that to us, and we'll again do our desk research and try to fill in as possible as we can. By the way, if you are also looking at our hardware, the office hardware office, you probably feel a little bit difference between our software and hardware. So hardware database is designed to give you a very in-depth information. So from the very detailed specification to like a test report and maybe giving you lots of pictures during the lab testing. So I guess giving the hardware characteristic, that's possible. But for software, it's the software database itself is designed from different perspective. So the software is designed to provide you with very general but fundamental information about each solution. So you will not be seeing like very in-depth information like during the lab testing. So pretty much it's all during by our own desk research, where we ask the vendor product manager to provide information to us. So that's pretty much the software software database is about. So, but you know, we will see the test report. Okay, let's open this test report. And since all the solution report pretty much show the same structure, so I'd like to pick up this RICO streamline, the next version, and we just want to cover the general structure with you. Okay, the solution report. Usually it's about 10, 15 pages. At first, the solution report consisted with major 5 sections. So features and productivity, usability, IT admin and security, support training, and value. So from this 5 area, we give you this overall scoring like this. So the top is 5, it's a 5 scale. Top is a 5. Then they will see the overview. So overview is really to give you the very general information about this solution. So what is that? So by reading this paragraph, you will know what this RICO Streamline Index is about. So very general but fundamental information or general description about this. After that, followed by the chief benefits. So the benefits pretty much meaning that if you embed or install the solution into your organization, and what kind of benefits that you can expect from this solution. What is it good? What is it easy to be used from a user perspective is the chief benefits. And then our take. This is also summary. So by gathering information, and we're also looking at this solution by ourselves, And after a quick touch on that, and our technician, they're all pretty much very experienced industry user. And from their perspective, they will gather, what they feel very good about the solution is pretty much putting this our take. And usually on the third page, maybe to the fourth page, if it's long, and there's a strengths and weakness. So, instead of just stating what's good about it, and we also gathered the strengths and weakness. Weakness pretty much, well, is our suggestion. You can take it as our recommendation or our suggestion that this solution can be improved. From that perspective, as we stated, as a weakness. And it's always, strengths is pretty much more items than the weakness. Then you will see some product profile for that. This is pretty much the specification. Once you see the features and productivity, that starts with each items on the solution report. So in this section, the features and productivity, we describe the main features, functionality of this product, with emphasis on how the product enhances the productivity or workflow in your company. So that's this kind of emphasis will be stated in this features and productivity, and give you, in this case, actually this streamline is very in detail, give you different module information as well, print, scan, different module. And the second big section is this usability. So usability is, we try from a end user perspective to address how easy this product is to learn and to use. So we'll describe, the user interface. Like this, we'll talk about any features or shortcut or automation that can improve the ease of use or take some burden off your daily work, or takes some burden off from the knowledge worker. So this is the usability. It's from end user perspective. Then the third one is IT admin and security. So here it's very similar to the usability, but the difference is from the IT personnel perspective. Still, we will address how easy this product is to learn or to install or to use from the IT personnel or IT administrators perspective. And we again also describe the user interface. We'll talk about any features, shortcuts, and automations that improve ease of use and take some burden from the IT administrators. So this is from the IT administrators perspective. So this is called IT admin and security. And fourth one, support and training. So this is pretty as it is to address what the developer offers in terms of a tech support to the end user. So, in this section, so if those kind of support and training are all handled by the reseller partner, or can the customer get the support directly from the developer or not? And what kind of support are they providing? So is it just a phone or email, or the 24/7 chat? And hours is all showing in this support and training. And lastly, value. So value is pretty much the pricing structure. So either it's the licensing or it's a subscription about those actual pricing. It will be addressed in this value. And this pretty much end as the solution test report. So all the solution test report will be giving you the features, productivity, usability, IT admin and security, support and training, and lastly, value. So this is a very general structure about the solution report. So now I would like to do another, maybe a narrow down research. So I want to do a new research. I click this X to clear everything. So I guess I purposely don't want to limit the vendor or the company. So I would like to show you the category on the filter. So you click see all on the category. You see all the category pops up for you. So I know that when you're looking at, instead of a keyword search, when you do a software search, you can narrow down or filter down by the functionality. So for example, I want to see solutions that definitely need to come with cost accounting. That's a pretty general functionality right now. And I want some sort of a document capture. And also I want a document workflow functionality are in there. So you just need to check the functionality that you want to see and you click save. And there's still, well, over than 466 solutions are narrowed down for us. And here we go, the production status. We have, our database have many solutions in here, but I guess when you look at now, unless you have any specific needs, you can care less about those discontinued. So I usually recommend you can use this production status to usually cut that in half actually. So we only want to look at the current available solution. And then now this is the research available. So research available is a unique filter that only available in bliQ. So what that is pretty much, if you're looking at the our database, you want further information instead of just a brief and a specification. If you want to take a look the test report, and you can just check that, or above that, if you only want to see that outstanding software that has won some award before, so we click on that, that will suddenly filter down to 54 solutions. So take a quick look. You see the various vendors. There's some like Xerox, Canon. Those are the hardware vendors, Kodak, and also like a paper cut, DocuWare, and those are pure third-party software. Also showing here. So for example, you want to make some comparison. So you click this select. So once you click select, that pretty much means the system will bookmark this solution for you and in the compare tab. So you can always go there to take a look afterwards. So I randomly just selected 6 software or solutions. And you can just manually go to compare. So compare is actually pretty much the page that we get the most clicks. The reason being that it's easy to see. You don't have to just look at the solution one by one, but you can looking at multiple vendors and multiple solutions all at once, like this. And it gives you the specification on the cover page, like this, right? And you can actually using your mouse to drag it to the top. So for example, you want to see the business size on the tab. What is the target business size? On the tab like this, you can do that like this. And if you care less about the current other versions, and you can just use the minus and plus to kind of hide it, make it that shorter so that it's easy for you to just follow. So you can make your own list like this. So hide some items that you don't need to show for you. And once you did that, don't forget to save it. Save. So always a one-time save, so you don't have to name it anything complicated. You just click save. And for example, you log out today, and maybe when you log back in to this compare, and you will see that it will be showing you the default again. Remember, we brought the business size to the top, but now it went back. So to recall what you just saved as your customized view or customized way to see this, you need to click this My Spec View. So take a couple seconds. You see the business size that we brought to the top. Now it's showing on the top. So this is a specification. For some software that we can give you the rating, which is we have a test report available pretty much. And you can click to see the ratings as well as the strengths and weakness. Like this. But either way, by specification, we pretty much provide to all the solutions. You can see that. And you can, from here, you can export those to the PDF or to Excel. You can edit that afterwards. And also you can print it. And also you can save it and save that. Also, save that, and you can also find an existing folder, or you can create a new folder. So make sure you click this, add to the folder after save, then you will see this menu pops up, and you click save. And once a couple seconds, this pops up or disappear. So that's why you need a little bit explanation on this. You need to go back to My bliQ to find anything you saved. Go back to My bliQ and click on folders. And it's not there. We're not there yet. Since we saved a side-by-side compare, so you need to click the comparison. It's starting with numbers, and then it's the alphabet order. So we did the software. This is what we did. And once you saved here, you can just recall it. That's one click. It's very easy. And also remember, we created a folder. I tell you to click add to the folder checkbox, right? We click on the folder, you click today's date, and it's here, the same thing. Only difference is this button here, share. So you can share the whole folders with your colleagues. Like I would like to share with Loretta, my colleague in Hong Kong, and you put her email address. As long as that user has an account with us, you can share directly among your team members using the bliQ system. And if you only want your team member to read only, or you allow them to edit it, saying you want them to edit it, you click collaborate and OK. So next time your colleague log into bliQ, at the My bliQ page around this area, you'll see a big pops up saying, in this case, Say has shared a folder with you. It's pretty big pops up. He and she will not miss that. Okay, so I basically covered what I need to cover today. Is there any questions? And while you're thinking of questions, so before you go, we would like to ask you to fill in maybe 2 questions to give you our opinion about my training today. So if you're satisfied or not, please select 1 to 5. And also, we already decided the upcoming trainings for the December. So the schedule, my colleague will post that into the chat window. You can take a look. So if you feel like this type of a solution, this type of the training, let's cover other topic like a test report or hardware. And if that you found useful or maybe useful to your colleague, please, feel free to either sign in or refer to your colleagues. We'll be more than happy to meeting you again online sometime later. So once you fill in this question, you can feel free to leave this session. I'd like to thank you very much to join me today. Please enjoy the rest of the day. Thank you. Thank you.